Ever feel like the rulebook of life just doesn't make sense? Like the definitions of good and bad are a bit shaky? Well, you're not alone. Over a century ago, a philosopher with a magnificent moustache asked the very same questions. His name was Friedrich Nietzsche, and his ideas were so radical, so explosive, they changed the course of Western thought forever. Today, we're diving deep into the mind of this brilliant, controversial figure. We'll explore his life and philosophy through 10 of his most powerful quotes. This isn't just a history lesson. It's an invitation to challenge everything you thought you knew. So are you ready to look beyond good and evil? Let's begin. Our first quote is perhaps his most famous and most misunderstood. God is dead. God remains dead, and we have killed him. Now hold on. Before you click away, this isn't Nietzsche celebrating atheism. It was a profound cultural observation. He saw that the Enlightenment and scientific progress had eroded the foundations of religious faith that had underpinned society for centuries. The death of God meant the loss of a universal source of morality and meaning. Without it, humanity was adrift in a vast, cold cosmos. This created a huge problem, a void he called nihilism, the belief that life is meaningless. But for Nietzsche, this crisis was also a tremendous opportunity. This leads us to our second quote. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Nietzsche believed that in a world without divine purpose, we must create our own. This is the antidote to nihilism. Your why is your personal mission, your passion, your reason for getting out of bed in the morning. It's what gives you the strength to endure suffering and overcome obstacles. Think about it. When you're working towards something you truly care about, the difficulties along the way seem smaller, more manageable. Nietzsche is challenging us. Don't wait for meaning to be given to you. Forge it yourself. What is your why? Now, how do we find this why? This brings us to quote number 3. My formula for greatness in a human being is Amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity, not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it. Amor fati, the love of one's fate. This is a radical idea. It doesn't mean passively accepting whatever happens. It means actively embracing your entire life, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the successes, and the failures. It's about looking at your past, with all its messy details, and saying, yes, I would live it all again, exactly as it was. Because every single moment, good and bad, has forged you into the person you are today. Loving your fate is the ultimate act of self-affirmation. So you've created your own meaning, and you're learning to love your fate. What's next? Nietzsche introduces one of his most inspiring concepts with our fourth quote. Man is something that shall be overcome. What have you done to overcome him? Here, man refers to the current state of humanity, comfortable, complacent, and content to follow the herd. Nietzsche dreamed of something greater, the Übermensch, or overman. This isn't a superman with superpowers, but a spiritually and creatively superior individual who has overcome traditional morality, embraced their own values, and lives life as a work of art. The Übermensch is a goal, a direction. It's a constant process of self-improvement and self-creation. The question is a personal one. How are you striving to become a better version of yourself today? This process of becoming isn't easy. It requires breaking free from societal expectations, which Nietzsche calls the herd morality. Our fifth quote captures this perfectly. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. Nietzsche was a fierce individualist. He was deeply suspicious of any kind of groupthink, whether it was in politics, religion, or social trends. He saw that people in a crowd often abandon their reason and critical thinking, getting swept up in collective emotions and simplistic ideologies. He urges us to be brave enough to think for ourselves, to question the consensus, and to walk our own path, even if it means walking alone. But walking your own path is scary. It's full of challenges. This is where our sixth quote comes in. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. You've probably heard this one on a gym poster, but its original meaning is much deeper. Nietzsche believed that struggle is essential for growth. Avoiding pain and difficulty only makes us weaker. It is by confronting adversity, by wrestling with our demons and enduring hardship that we build resilience, wisdom, and character. Every obstacle you overcome is a victory that adds to your strength. So instead of running from challenges, we should see them as opportunities to become more powerful. This idea of embracing struggle connects to Nietzsche's view on happiness. He wasn't a fan of simple comfort. Quote number 7, "What is happiness? The feeling that power increases, that a resistance is being overcome." For Nietzsche, true happiness isn't a state of passive contentment. It's not about lounging on a beach. It's a dynamic feeling of growth and mastery. It's the thrill of solving a difficult problem, the satisfaction of finishing a marathon, the pride of creating something beautiful. Happiness is the byproduct of overcoming resistance. It's the feeling of your own potential being realized, moment by moment. Of course, to live this way, you need courage and self-belief. This brings us to quote 8. "No one can build you the bridge on which you and only you must cross the river of life. Others can offer advice, guidance, and support. They can show you maps and point you in the right direction, but ultimately you have to do the walking yourself. Your life is your responsibility. The choices, the risks, the journey, they are yours alone." This is both terrifying and incredibly liberating. It means you are the master architect of your own existence. You hold the power to build your own bridge to the future you desire. As we carve our own path, how should we treat others? Nietzsche offers a surprising perspective in our 9th quote. "The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently." This is a powerful plea for intellectual diversity and open-mindedness. Nietzsche believed that we grow by engaging with ideas that challenge us, not by surrounding ourselves with echoes of our own opinions. True education isn't about memorizing dogma. It's about learning how to think critically and respect dissent. He's warning us against the dangers of intellectual bubbles and encouraging us to seek out and value different perspectives. Finally, we arrive at our 10th quote, a beautiful and poignant reflection on a life lived authentically. "And we should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once." This isn't literally about dancing, though that's great too. For Nietzsche, dancing was a metaphor for living with passion, joy, and a sense of lightness. It means finding moments of creativity, freedom, and pure, unadulterated expression in your daily life. After all the heavy talk of overcoming and creating values, this is a reminder to embrace the joyful, artistic, and playful side of existence. A life without this dance is a life not fully lived. From the death of God to the love of fate, from the Übermensch to the will to power, Friedrich Nietzsche's ideas are a powerful call to action. He challenges us to stop being passive spectators in our own lives and to become active creators, to invent our own values, to embrace our struggles, to overcome our limitations, and to dance through life with courage and joy. His philosophy is not a comforting lullaby. It's a trumpet blast, waking us up to our own potential. Thank you so much for joining me on this philosophical journey today. If these ideas sparked something in you, let me know in the comments which quote resonated the most. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content that challenges the mind. Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and don't forget to dance.